I've heard about GRAFKOM before, so I wanted to come and see for myself because live is dangerous, but live is learning. So I really wanted to see what it was like. How is it different from the other conferences? Because everybody told me it's a bit different. A number of the speakers, I didn't need Swedish because their explanations, their body language, the way they put things across, it's so close to English that you could understand it. So what they were trying to say, the humor, the videos, all worked together. The lasertryk one was very good. The IBM guy, because I liked his humor, he was in a suit, very serious looking, but very relaxed, knew his stuff and enjoyed what he was doing. And I love to see people who present and train who really enjoy it. Yeah, Ulf has and Ole have asked me if I will present a session at the next event in Norrköping in November 1st and 2nd. So we're talking about trying to help the print groups, how they sell either complex or expensive products, because it's a little bit away from maybe what they do every day, and it's something they need to start to learn.
We have a good year, and we had a good couple of years, to be honest. Very inspiring. I just talked to a customer now that this network meeting is all about, and I said, explain to them that finally, to be honest, it's fun again, because there's so many things happening, both on inkjet and on toner-based technology. We're closing our financial year in a couple of days, and we have overachieved the budget on units. We have very many new customers, new accounts. We found a lot of volume, so it's very important for us, especially now for the printing industry, for our customers, the price and the margin is going down. So we are going for a little bit more higher volume and profitable volume in combination with our customers.
It's very traditional, but we're trying to build a third, how can I say, that with the new generation, even though my dad is he's still coming with his great ideas and visionary mind, you know, so, but we need to transform, definitely. We need to follow the digital. Also, we need to digitalize ourselves, and we are still part of many channels, communication channels, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem if you don't transform in some ways, but we will definitely be there.
I was interviewed by a magazine the other day, and I said that finally the digital revolution is here, and that's the combination of it's only high-end toner-based machines, because we also finally come to a really good conclusion on inkjet.
Yeah.
So we have
Not
sheet fed yet. Personally, I think it's a little bit early, because there is still some things that need to be sorted out between the paper manufacturers, the engine manufacturers and the ink manufacturers to solve, like we have done for many years on toner. So that's the key thing for me to see in the whole picture, not only to sell machines and to sell the hardware, also to see which kind of use do we have on the creative side to find volumes for our customers to sell to their customers.
I'm doing a speech here at the show to try to describe how lasertryk is handling the software, how lasertryk is selling the web-to-print solution, and how we are moving forward in the progress of earning a lot more money. So it's quite big, and it's interesting. For me personally also, coming from a company called Karlsson, which was bought by lasertryk, and then moved on and took the position as solution manager within lasertryk. So it's been interesting, yes. white label solution is a cost-free solution that anyone can have. It's built on top of our own web-to-print solution. It's called lasertryk.dk. It's an easy-to-use software, and you don't have to spend money on it. It takes 20 minutes and you're up and running. We just need a logo, and then you have a complete web-to-print solution. Everything is included into it: the price calculation, the basic products. So the only thing you need to do is add how much you're willing to earn on the products. And then you're up and running, you have your own web-to-print solution. So that's an easy setup, and it's an easy solution, and it doesn't really take a long time to decide if you want or don't want it. Final launch was October last year. So about 6 months we have been up and running now, and have more than 200 sites. It's another sales channel for us. It's not the normal way, but it moves the sales out to our customers. And when they're doing sales, we are doing sales. So it's a different way of doing it, but it is an extra sales channel for us, and we are quite positive about it. We don't see why we shouldn't go into other countries. It's a multi-language solution, so it's been ready for that. So just waiting for the time to come. And of course, at the moment, we're working hard on the Scandinavian market and trying to get everyone having this solution. Brand Central is different, but still more or less it's a web-to-anything solution, I call it. It's a solution where you don't have limitations on products. You don't see that it's more or less graphic parts that needs to be in there. It's a marketing portal where you add everything into it. You can add, as I mentioned, of course, business cards and traditional graphic products, but then you can add Christmas gifts. You can add your other marketing material like logos, your social shares like Facebook parts. You can add everything is possible to move into it. But it's a product that goes out to our end customers. It doesn't go to the graphic industry like the white label. It's easy because you can combine all these things into one portal. And when you can convince your customer that they are saving time, it's easy. And then of course there is pricing, because we have automating everything. So when you're ordering in the solution, it's without, you don't have to use customer service or pre-press. It's going directly into production if it's graphic parts of it. But again, if you're ordering USB sticks, the system sends an email directly to the supplier of the USB sticks, for instance. At the moment, I would say it's all our companies that has the possibility to sell it. But of course, it's easier to do it in the name of Lasertryk, due to the fact that we have a strong financial setup. We can prove that we have success by doing e-commerce and do e-business. It's very easy to sell in the Lasertryk name. But again, some customers, they want to do it with TopTryk, some others want to do it with Signer, and we don't differentiate it, we just do it. In my perspective, we'll continue growing, we'll continue moving forward, we'll add more products to our portfolio. So I can give you a clear answer. Nobody can, but as we're moving forward now, it will be, I think we'll be a big player in the industry. I'm not saying graphic industry, I'm saying in the industry.
I'm Adobe certified instructor and Adobe education leader. I work at Probe Grafiska in Sunnberg, Sweden. It's a higher vocational training institution, so we have people coming from all over Scandinavia for a 2-year program in graphics or packaging. And we also do contract assignments to help businesses develop, because we believe that education and business really need to work together. There is a national connection between the development of a healthy industry and educational institutions. It's a little bit like a monastery. We're right in the forest. People come there because they want to study, and in one way, for an institution to be isolated from everything that goes on, it means that the students have much more time to be focused. So if I go on Friday at 10 o'clock to the school, there will be students who are working on their portfolios and working the program, because the coolest thing you can do in Sunnberg is actually to be at the school. At the moment, we're working on a MOOC, so we're having a course with 2,600 people from all over the world. We have one session which is evening courses Australian time, so that's 7 p.m. Australian time, which works out for us. It's a nice morning session for us, but you are allowed to join. Even if you're in Europe, you can join the Australian live session. Then we have 7 p.m. London time, and then we have 7 p.m. Chicago time. A MOOC, it stands for Massive Open Online Course. It's the Adobe Education Exchange. It's free for all teachers to join, and even if you're not a teacher, we're not going to kick you out. So there are actually, we do have both students and we have working professionals who join those courses. But of course, the online environment, it does depend on the students commenting and working together. But it's a very good experience for us as a school, because we have been considering for a while how to do professional development for people who are in printing industry. Because we do have a long training period working with people in the print industry, but we have not actually moved to have online or distance learning. What we would like to have maybe in the future is a combination, a hybrid, where we would have parts of courses that would be online, and then have some, when we don't talk about hardware, we really, online we can't let you touch and feel a flexo cliche, and we can't bring a Fisher & Krecker press that is as big as this room and even bigger into an online environment. You have to be there, you have to see it, you have to smell the ink, and so we really need to have the combination. We will never give up the actual tactile physical learning.
No, I'm not. I'm present in the moment. So right now it feels like I've been in this business forever.
And what about the industry? Do they feel the same?
I don't think so. I still get these questions about how on earth did you find this an interesting business opportunity? Things are going really well. We started to renovate and rebuild our building. So the moving plans are, you get all the details and the project planning for the moving of the company. So that is fun. We have the new organization up and coming. So we have new roles. So the personnel had to apply for. So that is going to be executed in May. We have our new business system also being executed in May. So it's a lot happening right now. Actually, we have a really big order this summer. So we have to move half the machinery before that. So we have June, mid-June as a deadline.
And this big new job you have in the summer, is that a new client or is it an existing client?
It was an existing client, but but we were able to triple the volume.
Great.
Yeah.
And the binder is all about volume, right?
Yeah, it's all about volume.
Some of the students that we come, they're in the midlife. Some are coming straight into university. Some have gone to university and find they need a real work-life skills, and they will come back after the university to come to vocational training. And other people maybe are in the middle of their life. Maybe they come to the 40s and they realize, I'm not doing what I want to do, and I want to change into a design or a packaging career. And so they will come to the school at that time. So we have quite a big age span, from about 18 till about 40. So it's a very big challenge to work with that, but it also gives a lot of diversity, which makes it a very rich educational environment. But in the the massive online courses, this is something that is not specifically, this is Adobe Education, and it's empowering teachers that are all over the world. And in this one, we want to empower both the kindergarten teachers to be a publisher for materials for their students, and we also want to help the university teacher or lecturer to be able to communicate with their students. I think the move to digital means that there is a lot a bigger requirement for digital assets. If I make an animation, that's 30 pictures per frame rather than having just one picture. So the need, the digital revolution is for those that are creating graphics, it's an expanding market. Even if we might hear that some traditional newspapers are closing down, the total volume of papers going down, there's still a lot of growth. And if we're talking about the industry, I try to bear in mind, we're not in the graphics industry, we're the information processing industry. And information there will be more of, and there will always be the need for somebody to clean up that information. So if we see ourselves as people who are cleaning up and refining and polishing information to make it more accessible to different work groups, we will have a job for life. I think before in the sessions, before we heard about that we have to put an emotional packaging on what we're doing. I don't believe in that. I mean, for me, the emotion comes all from inside. So peeling off and being to the core and passionate about both teaching, about graphics, about communication, and I get a kick out of helping a teacher in Nigeria. I get a kick out of helping a student to get how to work with InDesign. I get a kick out of a student in the classroom who comes to a value of knowledge. And this is who I am. And so I don't need an emotional package. I'm emotional right through.
I like the part of sharing, and the sharing part is very important. Exactly like the printers are sharing, the customers are sharing their experience with the printers. We as a supplier also try to share our knowledge and our traps that could be in the market and the future investment. I like the Elanders speech today. It was very, very, very good and very informative. I like the Danish lasertryk presentation. A very proud guy to present his product, and I think it was very brave of him standing in front of the Swedish printing industry, who see them as a big competitor. They are doing a different kind of business and a different way of doing the business. As I said, I've been in the business for a long time. I know the hard part of e-commerce, and he presented it in a very, very good way. So I think we suppliers have a lot of learning from him also to how we present our products and solutions.
It was great. It was new ideas. Yeah, it's inspirational. Yeah, I think it's really great.
For me as a teacher, it's really important to keep in touch with the industry. Many of the people that are here at GRAFKOM, I know from my time when I was working as a pre-press manager. So I have a long time of relationship, and I know a lot of the people, and I really enjoy meeting them again. But as a teacher, I think it's essential, because this is both a way to make sure that I'm teaching the right things. Sometimes the students will say, this has nothing to do with my future career, and then I have to come out here at least a couple of times a year and talk to the industry and find out, no, even if the students don't understand it, this is really, really important.
I think the event is really interesting. It is interesting to just think about all the opportunities in the future and the techniques that we are going to use.
I think it's been great. A lot of interesting people here, a lot of networking, and to me also some interesting speeches. The MEC was very interesting for me because I can rely on them. I can see that there is an interest for us to talk to them. So it's been quite well. I'm looking forward to the next one.